I don't think the larger businesses care too much about like AI-powered image generators or things like that. Like, because they're already probably using tools. They probably already have other tools in their tech stack that are doing that thing.
To my mind, it kind of depends on the performance of the AI image generators.
There's other ones on the market already.
Well, yes, and most of them aren't useful for e-commerce.
They're not.
And we talk about this all the time. There's
no,
like, as an e-commerce business, there's no reason why you should be generating AI images of your products, because they're not going to work. They're not going to be exactly the product you're trying to sell, and it's going to create a bizarre experience for people trying to understand what the heck you're actually selling.
That's a customer service nightmare. Just like
you should never be using images on your site that don't look like the product you're trying to sell.
Yeah, you're going to run into trouble.
Yeah.
You're going to get a call, you're going to get an email, you're going to get returns. It won't be good.
And like AI images are the worst case scenario of that. Like, I mean, it's bad enough using outdated images of your product. Like if you're a startup and you have to use images of a prototype instead of what the customers are actually going to get, that can cause a lot of headaches.
Yeah.
If you're just creating the images out of thin air, you're amplifying the potential issues with that approach. That said, I can imagine a useful implementation for AI image generation. I'm going to share screen again for a moment.
I knew you were going here. Yep.
In the article, the image from Shopify that they use shows off 3 of the same chair in 3 different colors. Now, I have no idea what the background is on this image, but if you were able to start from a photograph of the product and use AI to generate recolored versions of that photograph, I could see that being a killer tool for a ton of e-commerce stores.
If the color is accurate to your actual colors.
Sure, yeah.
Yep, like again, it's a time-saving tool. If it can generate the right yellow like you had, or the pink or the green, and that is an accurate reflection of your product, go for it. There's no reason that you need to go through a rendering process, and it's got to be good.
And that's the thing though, is we see a lot of companies that are huge players that are using custom renders to represent all of their products rather than getting photography of everything. I can imagine a world where AI is used to bridge the gap for businesses that are too small to have the rendering capabilities, and also too small to pay for individual professional photography of every single color variant of every single product.
Yep.
It would have to be pretty good for it to be useful, but I can conceive of that being useful, whereas just like generating the image in the first place is probably not going to create a ton of value.